Hello and welcome to the Radical Self-Care Summit. I'm here today with the amazing James Schramko, who happens to be one of my business mentors and has been a really influential person in my life. Hey James, how are you going today? Tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, thanks. It's great to be here. Gee, I'm not sure where to start, but I had a career in sales and management and then ended up in the online business space. And I now get to work with some really great, very interesting entrepreneurs around the world, and really enjoy that. And of course, over time, as I've had my own business, I've ended up being able to carve a life around that business so that it's become more manageable and sustainable. So that's something I'm pretty passionate about. I even published a book on the topic of how you can start to get that balance that we're always seeking between work and life.
What's the book called?
The book's called Work Less, Make More. And it was really my way of addressing my own, my way of addressing the state that I was in, which was sort of like a overwhelm and workaholic sort of mode as a young man with a family, with a career. I was working very, very hard. And I realized that there has to be a limit to this, that I can't sustain that forever. And I needed to make changes. So I set about, learning about as much as I could about how to make the changes I needed to make to start taking that pressure off. And in fact, turning that pressure into, I guess, almost pleasure in a way, that life actually went from being a bit of a grind to being something really enjoyable and something to be optimistic and hopeful for.
Fantastic. So what made you say yes to doing the Radical Self-Care Summit with me?
I said yes because of you, and I want to support you. I'm not in the field of mental health, but I do feel that a lot of the coaching I do with high-level entrepreneurs definitely touches on mental health on an extremely regular basis. In fact, one of the four pillars of what I teach people is self-effectiveness. And within that, I'd say the business can really only be as effective as the business owner. And I do have a lot of I've worked for people who have suffered mental health concerns. I've had family members, of course, as we all do, who have suffered. And I've also experienced how going through a pandemic has affected entrepreneurs and small business owners. And so I guess any opportunity that I have to help out a friend, to put a message out there that might be useful to someone, because maybe, it's maybe just that one idea that someone could listen to and have an aha moment and make changes, then that would be worth doing it for.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I'm very familiar with your business, but some of the people listening and watching today might not be. So what are you up to at the moment? And what's a big goal that you have for yourself?
So what I'm up to at the moment is I have a small portfolio of businesses who I help, and I help them behind the scenes growing their business. There's about 10 of them. And my role is sort of that experienced sounding board, that guiding hand, because it's very isolating as a solo entrepreneur. Even if you've got a big team, there's not many people you can talk to about it. And because I used to run big businesses, I've got lots of experience that can help them. So that's my main way of making an income these days, is supporting a bunch of other businesses. I still have my own coaching business, which is, I guess, one of the 10. And in there, I'm pretty hands-on and directly helping the smaller businesses who I'm not partners with, but I'm just in a regular sort of coaching facility. And I try and keep that to about 15 hours a week. And the rest of the time, I'm just being a daddy, to my kids, and a great partner to my wife. And of course, I'm remembering to live. So I surf every day, and I'm excited about the simplification of all the stuff that I've done in the past. I'm trying to condense it down and just get it into a really simple format for people so that's easier for them to consume. And I get a lot of enjoyment when they succeed.
Fantastic. So what are participants going to learn from you today?
Well, hopefully there's just a way that I think about things that might be unconventional or different to the way we've been brought up to believe we have to think about things, especially because I'm not necessarily from that academic branch of life. I didn't didn't continue my further education, and I did step out of having a traditional role into having my own business. So I think in that journey, I've probably encountered some street smart ideas or some ways of thinking about things that have profound leverage that can actually change the way we look at our life.
Awesome. Well, I cannot wait to dig into your session. Thanks so much, James. I will see you again shortly when we dig into your session.